He was present. He was strong, but he wasn't a tyrant. He wasn't a sucker. He wasn't disempowered. They liked the disempowered black father in the media today. They showed a black father being punked by his wife. They like that. The disempowered black father is what they like to portray, or the black tyrant. And so Empire is the #1 show. And the #1 dad on there is hated by his children because he's such a tyrant. So black fatherhood is portrayed either as a punk or a tyrant.
That's dope.
Plus, Heathcliff Huxtable wasn't neither of them. He was neither a tyrant, nor was he weak. He was educated. He was a good illustration of black fatherhood. But he's being demonized now. While Lions of Empire is being exalted. Bill Cosby. And by proxy, Heathcliff Huxtable is being demonized. So, but we don't catch that. We black people.
What if Bill is actually guilty, though?
If Bill is guilty of what?
Sexual assault.
Anyone guilty of sexual assault needs to suffer severe penalties. We can have no tolerance for sexual assault. The reason we have, or the consequence of us having a high tolerance for sexual assault is the fact that 60% of all black girls by the time they turn 18 years old has been touched, has been molested. And their molesters.
You know how many times I've been hearing this lately? I never say this. Watch this.
Black fathers, black uncles, black cousins, black brothers, black folks. We are the #1 assaulters, but
Send me that thing, chat. Send me that thing. Send for the peace, send me that thing. No, but Send for the peace just said that just today, man. That'll be alright, man.
But we can prove that there's tolerance to that because I love beef. And when What's Beef dropped, I loved What's Beef too. But notice, when we were grooving to What's Beef, Biggie bragged about having someone, ain't no raping,
right,
aboard, throwing them over the bridge. And there was no outcry. See, we have tolerance for sexual assault, and that's why our children are the #1 victims of sexual assault, and we are the #1 perpetrators. So whoever is guilty of sexual assault, and I don't give a pass to sexual assault on white women, because if you will rape a white woman, you will rape a black woman. So rapists tend to be non-discriminating. So I don't give a pass on someone who was a sexual abuser just because their victims are white. Now, if he is guilty of actual sexual abuse, then there is no pass for him. But how are we defining sexual abuse? I got to be honest. I am absolutely not persuaded by the testimony of these women that are bringing charges against him. Now,
well, there's only one woman bringing charges against him.
Right. Well, legal charges.
Legal charges.
So let me be more specific with my language. With the women who are making claims against him. There's multiple women making claims against him. And it sounds like Bill and them women were children of that era. Sex and drugs. Interracial sex and drugs.
Well, I don't know, because there was one, was it Beverly Johnson, the supermodel? She said that she didn't want anything from him, and he forced her to drink some tea, and she started feeling dizzy. She said no drinks, no drugs, and she managed to escape, and she told her whole entire story.
Well, she said he put her in a cab and sent her home.
Well, she said she crawled down the stairs.
She said, no, she said because Whoopi called her on it. She said she realized that the drugs were kicking in. She said, what did you do to me? And when she said that, I guess she said that he got scared and put her in a cab and sent her home.
And if that is true, then that's a problem. And it's a crime that should be punished by the legal system. Any actual sexual abuse of a black woman or a white woman, a black man or a white man, there should be no tolerance for. I am saying, regarding the charges and the claims that I have been reading and hearing regarding Bill Cosby, I am not convinced that what we're talking about is sexual abuse.
I see what you're saying. I get it.
But if sexual abuse happened, then there should be hell to pay, whether it's Bill Cosby or Wesley Muhammad.
I do want to ask you about the Black Lives Matter thing, though, because a lot of people will say, but what about the police? Because Black Lives Matter derived from the unarmed killing of